Hello, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. It's dark. Ring, ring. Who could that be at this time of night? Yes, Edward speaking. Edward, get up! It's an emergency! Oh, Larry, do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Larry's. Larry's dead. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over it. Wait, don't hang up. It's an emergency. It's Nick. He took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking. His wife is in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. I've got a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris. My beautiful Iris. She needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry! Detention center. It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. Yeah, it's like now. You're late, Rachel. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a passenger one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Mr. Weeks. And Nick is... Huh? Say something edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was a picture of a doctor, Mr. Weeks Danny. She was found by Wright and her head. The suspect is the Representative sister. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, he broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right. You got it. But they are arresting her. The sweet little Iris. Here I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? The things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see people's hearts. And the other, I couldn't possibly ask him, but I think it was pretty... I'm begging you, Iris' trial starts tomorrow. Nick out of the picture. You're all I've got left. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer. Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. This country's judicial system had fallen into such decay. Please, Edgy, at least listen to me. Listen to Iris' side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Orr said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron! How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. But he's got some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. Iris. Pardon me, Iris. I'd like to ask you something, if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train, to purify my soul. The night of the crime. I want to ask you about last night. The night of the crime. Alright, I helped to clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at about 8 o'clock. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10 o'clock. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. Frightened. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about, the psychologs. I believe he said that to present his magatama to do something. Any idea? So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power. Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Emily's student? No, I'm not the one who took her life. The psycho-lock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all that you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my faith to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes. Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He is a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if you never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering, and until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. See if I can show her anything at all. Yes? Mr. Wright, how bad is this cold? Well, his fever is very high. As a result, he's rather confused. He's worried about Maya, who is still trapped in the inner temple. And he's quite worried about you as well, it seems. Yes, Naturally, once he recovers, I'll pass the baton back to him. No, don't. I'm sure that Mr. Wright wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want to defend me. Can I prevent her at all? You want to know about me? There's not much to tell, I'm afraid. Just let me get one thing straight. We were raised at Hazakura Temple, correct? And yet, somehow, you seem to know Wright. So you two must have crossed paths somewhere. No, Mr. Edgewood, whoever it was, it couldn't have been me. What is that supposed to mean? Gotta show her hood. That's called a demon-working hood. I gave that to Mr. Wright last night. He was wearing this when I saw him at the hospital today. It's an important item for preventing accolades from evil spirits. If it's so important, then why did you give it to him? Last night, I felt that something terrible was about to happen. I didn't want Mr. Wright to fall into its grip. Well, he wound up falling into something much deeper and colder. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, though. Thank God for it a lot of water. Okay. Sure is cold, alright. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Oh, wow. It's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year. Or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch. And there's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm happy to see you too, Gumshoe. Let me guess. You were transferred by HR to the local precinct. A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe, indeed. Gum on your shoe. He's impossible to get rid of. Unless to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Hurry. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was going to get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Godot. What happened? I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple is as simple does, as they say. Oh, well, you've got no idea how much I missed that blatant sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. This one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. Witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini? Here? On this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. Dusky Bridge. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through. Yep, I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross. Here's how it goes, right? Or was that we? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building called the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. Someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training and now they're stuck. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's my affair. No, her again. Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, so will she be alright? It's cool. So how did this bridge break down? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Prosecutor Godot. So who is this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Really. He's so good. How is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Well, yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge. What would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his master or something. None of this is making any sense. I better look into this Godot myself. Wait, you're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke or lightning? Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall. According to the weather, lightning definitely struck. See, this is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, that! We got that information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge. Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. Okay, can I present? Whenever something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents. I wonder if Gumshoe has realized it yet. But you can say the exact same thing about him. Gumshoe, your face is more drawn out than the last time I saw you. Over a year ago. Really? I thought so. No, wait. It's not so much drawn out as weird and tired, or maybe just plain old thin. I thought that too, sir. My salary's been kind of on the lower. So yeah, my food options have been kind of non-existent. Off-brand chicken soup, off-brand spaghetti, off-brand bread, that sort of stuff. I thought you were really into instant noodles last year. I got really sick of this stuff after a while, sir. Nothing. What? What's that thing doing on your way for, Mr. Edgeworth? Is it really that odd? You bet it is, sir. The prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge. It's like a detective with a license to kill. Is this little thing all that ominous of a meeting? Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold, my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking that request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it. Objection. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? Excuse me. It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another. What kind of lame excuse is that? You call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor. That's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney. Just sounds plain old weird now. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy, I don't see you for a couple of years, and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It's rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Iris. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on! A girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. If I had a penny for every time you said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Larry, where were you and what were you doing underneath the car? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost! Go back in your chatter jet and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die. Calm down. I'll ask this one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Ah, Larry. The suspected Psycho Hux. I'm sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. I guess so. I want to show him. He was a good guy, a real pal to the end. When I look back now, I have nothing but good memories. What's with the past tense? He's not dead, you know? Yeah, you're right. Anyway, the guy owes me. After all, I saved his life. We saved you from Frank Solid. That was awesome. That was the first case ever. It was pretty good. What is that supposed to mean? If I hadn't called for help so quickly, he would have died. It's no surprise, though. I used to be a security guard. It was all instant, baby. He has a point. He called me pretty quickly, too. I think Larry's pretty good at motivating people. I just wish you would try motivating yourself once in a while. Okay. Look, I'm sure. I have a feeling that she's hiding something. Could be. After all, she's shy and gets embarrassed pretty easily. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Why not? Look, I know all about this kind of thing. Come on, Auntie. You were a guy once. Lots of girls are like guys. You know I'm right. Well, you must certainly seem to have convinced yourself. Man, I love shy girls like her. It's just so cute. You know what I mean? Still doesn't listen to others, I see. I guess some people just never change. Shy girls are pretty cute, but not when they're murderers. Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Who's this? Hey, my name is Miles Edgeworth. Hi. A handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, I don't see any bikinis. You asked nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? It's exactly what your salary keeps on getting cut. So he's already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want you to hear what you know. I want to hear what you know. That is the problem. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? I suppose it was about 9 o'clock when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The Tailing Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11 o'clock, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. You get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? What you saw? Alright then. I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11 o'clock. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. I saw 2 people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out. Fortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Unnatural? A girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. My return. As the head nun, it's her duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back. Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone. Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I better try to get some more details. Baffling. So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple? Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You want me to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you? No. Of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister. Maya has a little sister. Oh, you mean Little Pearl? That's Maya Fey's cousin. Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we finished with dinner cleanup. But I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. The little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. Is that her? I wonder what I could predict. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't think I should present. How about good? Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already. No, I can't. I was just... It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgewood. What do you mean by that, Detective? Oh, I want to see it on. It looks absolutely marvelous. You just got to keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of divine retribution? How about an Exie? About this picture. Well, look at that. That was pretty S to the Exie, don't you think? Yeah, absolutely. Up until recently, we've avoided exposure in such magazines. But this time, we had our reasons. Is that so? For example? Well, why deny the world the sight of such a lovely face? Huh. Nope. Okay. And then also 48. Okay, it's all my fault. Me and my stupid back. Mystic Elise has been murdered, an important acolyte is trapped, and a little girl has been lost. You know you really shouldn't be so negative. It creates bad karma. Quite right. I need to do some more training myself, I think. Iris. Said you went with Maya to the training hall at Inner Temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out. So you're saying Iris came to the Inner Temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training. But that doesn't fit with Iris' story at all. She said that she never went to the Inner Temple. As they say, plot thickens. She's a very important visitor, you know, an honored acolyte. Honored? How so? The Fey name is synonymous with the Korean channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the Korean channeling technique. Detective, I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midi-chlorians. So it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? That's got nothing to do with it. This actually came out a little after Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, episode 1 and 2, I think. Yeah. Came out a little after those two. Perfect. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. It looks like the police are still investigating. Oh, yeah. By the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, Detective. Just how much has your running spout leaked over the years? The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise. Her entire past, up until she won that Wright Award last year, is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death for the victim was between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock p.m. on February 2nd. The cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes, the victim's entire body was covered with bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. A two-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Elysiana was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword. What happened? Now then, Detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they'd finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the Inner Temple. At 10 p.m., after ringing the bell for a white sound, Iris went to the Inner Temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to her perch. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. Inner Temple. I'd like some more information about that place. Tomorrow's trial. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and he won't be defended, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why. I'm not the only one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, well, what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I'll pull a few strings and arrange for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edward, I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. Inner temple. What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly trained in? According to the key, it's an old building used for training that actor. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down. Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing. The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island. So the only thing there is the inner temple. I hear it's not the kind of place a person can survive in. Please be alright, Maya. Let's see. Her autopsy report, though? Okay. Alright. All we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name, her background. We don't know anything. It's rather odd. If she was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author? I'll bet it was just one of those things, you know? She probably never expected to get so popular. Alright. Report. More details about something. Oh, how could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Come on, lady, you're quiet. What do you know anyway? Oh, you're scared. With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours. It's too bad that you weren't the one that disappeared. Why does she have to take it out on Ranger does seem a little manufactured. Said I need to know more about something here. See if I can commentate this at all. I just slept skinny. Really? You don't seem like the type. Well, what about sluts? Sluts? They're a little too kiddie, you know? That's just with my hard-boiled image. What's with the silence, Mr. Ashley? Is the world starting to go mad? What? The main gate, must be just over that stone. Stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of possum liquids. What is possum? So the sword from this gold statue is actually a murder. It sure is. It's called a shita, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood. Yep, it's all over the blade. Speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the shita too. Fingerprints. Naturally, they match the prints we got from the other one, the defendant. Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon. What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. What's this? What's this? It looks like a wizard's staff. That belongs to the victim, so at least there's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh, yeah. Listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes. What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it. The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. Oh. I'm sure one of the wizards. It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Technically, you cannot afford to pay your electricity bill. How did you know? Okay. Now can I show those to her? Where could she have gone? Well, we checked out her home and she's not there. And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic, I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a number of psycho locks. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Mr. Edgeworth, I came back because I need to ask you for more questions, if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you. Inner Temple. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Celestian with the sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey became your training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. It looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. I wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break the psycho locks. Show her the autopsy report? Like I never do anything with these sometimes. I want to do Larry's first. Do I have to do hers? Before I do Larry's? think I do. Oh, Iris. I'll do this. Okay.
Take that!
See what I can do. I was frightened. Since I have been handed this case, it's my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand? Yes. The smallest flame can sometimes create a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even prove it up? The only thing I think would scare her is the lightning. Like the lightning happened, and that would be a loud noise. That would scare her.
Take that!
Where are we going wrong? Why is your best friend? It's just that your eyes are just. Class, must be trying too hard to think. Please excuse me. I'm still not used to this role I've been assigned. No, I should apologize. I'm sorry for being such a scary cat. Anyway, I'm still determined to find the answers to this mystery. But I'm telling you, I really was in my room last time. Okay. If it's not the lightning, I don't think I have anything yet. There has to be somewhere else I can go right now. There's a little shack down that way. It's called Heavenly Hall. A shack. It's like a rundown doghouse for losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace. Giving a hall a great name is a crime itself. I'd call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. That's not such a great name, if you ask me. Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir. So this is the bridge Wright tried to cross. Pretty reckless, if you ask me. I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here. Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Now I see how he manages to win his cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better. Okay. Some letters are wildly engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Dusky Bridge. It certainly is an appropriate name. You need to get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That sign says Dusty Bridge. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. You're the one who needs glasses, detective. Try reading it one more time. You're right. It's Dusky Bridge after all. Me too. I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. Hey, it's a public phone. You don't see a lot of these anymore. That's true. Since we've got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? Well, sure. Why not? Oh, darn it. I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir. What's so special about public phones, and why is he so fascinated by them? Looks like a pretty good distance to that far cliff. Yeah, it's gotta be around 100 yards or so. Detective, that's not even close to 100 yards. Well, I gotta admit I'm not very good at judging distances. It's about 20 yards or so, and impossible to cross without a bridge, it seems. Anything else I can show you at all? Alright, I'll just show her this now. Well, look what you found. That's the master of the Korean chain, Mystic Misty Faye. It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who is this daughter? Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Faye clan, but even I am not privy to information concerning the main family. Well, okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go next. It's probably as far as I can get. Things here. I guess I should. He has it. That thing sure casts a strong presence over the whole room. This is the Lesser Nagatama. It's a precious heirloom containing a great many souls. Huh? This is lesser? What is the greater one like? The greater Nagatama is displayed in the main room of Feyman. It was supposed to be shown at the Treasures of Korean exhibit, but it was so large that they couldn't bring it through the doors. Altar with a giant Nagatama enshrined. There are lots of candles lined up on it too. You know, I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while. Maybe you should blow out those candles over there to make up for that. Mr. Reginald, do you mind singing happy birthday to me? Stop that! Cut that out! Please don't blow out the altar candles. Little piece of paper right here. There are more Enza cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind taking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah. What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra-important clue. A super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself. It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Court, unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Let's go in there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor. Super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. A little detail. Yeah. Tiny piece of paper in the corner. I'll have to see that.
Take that!
Okay, Iris. It was not the lightning. It must have been the mill.
Take that!
I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. That's... Well, Iris, why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you. Isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my Claire that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But, Mr. Edgeworth, yes, I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. Prank? Well, yes. After all, even if there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person who didn't want your secret told to.
Take that!
Right. Phoenix Wright. He needs something to write, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. Frightened. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be working at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart. Yes. It looks as though I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night. Yes, that's exactly right. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is. But he has no idea who I am. Heavenly Hall. Okay. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh, be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you just said. I got an objection. What the? Eddie, you dirty rat. Oh, shoot. Oh. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. In a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Heavenly, what is this little shack anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. Why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. Sort of artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Iris, listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth. Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm going to ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked, indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I going to do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. The night of the crime. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing? Aw, man. Don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Oh, okay, chill with the scary act. Chill, listen to you guys. I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Yeah. But let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? That's what it says. The Iris of Hazakura Temple. Salutation here. There's something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at the Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come. I'll see what you see for 2 weeks. Yeah. That was a long time ago. See, now you've got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. Edgy, you've got to do it. You've got to save my little Iris. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends.
Take that!
The night of the crime. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll tell you. That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I didn't sleep. I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white, like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Melanie. And then it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Rescue bridge caught on fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you trying to give me the evil eye? Why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. Giving the evil eye, not trying. There's still 3 cycle locks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, where were you when you saw that happen? Where you say? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen the lightning strike. It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Map is only thing I could use. If it's not the map, then I don't have it.
Take that!
This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then, where was you? You don't know that. I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry? Why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning strike the dusky bridge was here. Ooh. He was painting, right? From here. Not up there, right? He didn't go across the bridge, right? Here. This is my first guess. Could also be here. Here.
Take that!
Oh. That's cool though. You get dialogue for it, even if it's wrong. The place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally heaven or hell. Even if it's wrong. Well, why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold. There's no electricity. It could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. What? I have to admit I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor? I think you mean a fair decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no, you really are one scary guy, you know. I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come. Would it actually be Iris? She was in her room though. Iris or hers, I guess. Iris. There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hostage, Mr. Iris, huh? Did you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line at this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Look at that. I have no idea. I don't know if it would be one of these two. Evidence that he was evidence that proves he was waiting to meet Iris. It wouldn't be her testimony. I just got that, so
Take that!
here's your evidence. Brought her to the spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh. First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. What? I'm so sorry. So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you? And you saw the lightning hit Dusty Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold on. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what. You tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose your secret, pal. What did you threaten? What did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burned so hot, it could melt all the snow on this mountain. What is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want old lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh. Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all those huge locks were all about? I don't understand why you're so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. Boy, sir, this guy's still hiding something. I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. He's right. Wait, what? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible we saw last night? You're going to tell me one way or another. Okay. Examine. So, I'm gonna examine. That's a horrible graffiti problem you got there. You don't know anything, detective. This is why. It's an expression of that bittersweet love for eyes. Where, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? That's how the artist himself defines it, right? That one coming. Well, if that's the case, all my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. These go all the way to Dusky Bridge. It's pretty long, but easy walk. I fell down 4 times on my way down here, sir. Oh, sorry about that, detective. I ate 4 bananas and tossed their peels on the stairs on my way down here. What? So that's what I was slipping on. Be careful on the way back. Those deadly banana peels are still out. That's a real important piece of information right there, Mr. Edgeworth. A lot of flags. What is this festive-looking work? It reminds me of art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami. Well, oh, yeah, you were never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad, he couldn't even fold a dollar, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, and he would just sit there sobbing. Really? I never would have expected that. Be quiet already. I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can now make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. You know, Edgy, nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, that's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer and defend people, or something like that. That was a long time ago. See, now you've got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a bit. Edgy, you've got to do it. You've got to save my little Iris. That's exactly why I hate childhood friends. Okay. Something. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. What doesn't? That's all there is to your story. Your heart had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Do you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth? I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Again. No way, he has two. What? No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to being hit by a bolt of lightning? I just about had it with this very quick. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. I have to do another one. It's crazy. And I can't wait to learn about these two girls. Dahlia kind of looks like Iris even. Wonder if they're related somehow. Bye.